Win some, lose some. Unless you're on the Titanic sub. So I've spent all the past few days obsessed with that.
The whole world was.
No, but I'm still obsessed with it.
Oh, yeah. Do you know the category on Twitter it was under?
I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know.
Okay, so on Twitter, the category...
Let me guess. Don't tell me it was entertainment.
It was entertainment.
Oh, God. Because it's Titanic.
On the day that he died. On the day that they died. It said entertainment, and then it said implosion.
It's because James Cameron was involved.
Yeah, exactly.
And it said entertainment. That's so bad.
Do you know what else is entertainment?
What?
Hello and welcome to Shame is Delicious, the most entertaining podcast in the country, with me, Eshaan Akbar, and new viral sensation, Darren Harriott.
Hi, how you doing? You all right? It's a pleasure to be here. You know, It's nice to be out with common folk after my viral fame.
Yeah. How are you feeling? Are you on cloud, whatever cloud it is, 6?
Yeah, because it's so high up, it's upside down.
Yeah. I'm so glad you got it.
Yeah. Yeah,
that clip went mad.
It clips on really well. Not bad. If you hear any banging, it's because there's a bit of work being done outside.
Yeah, they're fitting a new carpet.
There's not really a lot we can do. We can't really go out there and just
Do you know
yell
what I was
at them.
amazed by? All the carpet fitters out there are white.
All the carpet fitters are white?
Yeah.
What?
We're in Birmingham and all the carpet fitters are white.
What colours do you expect?
I don't know. Off-white?
Off-white, like a
kind of
like a translucent
Eastern European kind of.
I haven't heard their accents yet.
Yeah, that's true. They looked. That was English laugh. Definitely.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's nobody out there just talking to himself.
Yeah,
that's classic builders.
So a lot of people. What was interesting about that viral clip is people were discussing whether or not you were a nice guy or whether or not you should have paid your debt in the first place.
Yes. So what happened was I put a clip up about how an ex-girlfriend of mine who I borrowed money from when I really needed it when I moved to London, who in the end cheated on me and lied to me and all this other mad stuff. And then about 5 years later, she messaged me out the blue in February on Instagram. She had obviously seen me on TV and was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Is there any way you could pay me back that money that you owe? And then I immediately asked for her bank details and gave her an extra 300 quid. So I think I paid her 1,200.
Yeah.
Which
I called a fuck a friend bonus.
Which you called a fuck a friend bonus. And then we put the video online. I purposely did not want to be collabed in it because I didn't want her to see it.
Yeah.
And then it goes on Eshaan's social media and it blows up.
Yeah.
It's done really well.
And like I said, loads of people discussing whether or not you were a nice guy for giving more money, whether or not you should have paid the debt at the time.
I couldn't have paid the debt at the time.
Right, there you go.
I couldn't have paid the debt. If she had said to me 2 years later, can you pay me this 800 quid, I still couldn't have paid her it.
But they also were like, he should have paid his debt anyway.
Well, when we ended it and we stopped speaking and I couldn't find her email.
Yeah, well, also, as far as I'm concerned, when the relationship ends, if at that point of ending, there is a 2 to 4 week negotiation period of when you return.
It's too hot. It's too hot then. It's heated, man. You all bloody hate each other. We weren't even talking. She couldn't be like, on February 12th, 2014, I lent you £300 for your first bit of rent. And then I would have been like, no, but how about you go die?
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's exactly when you hate each other, you can work out those debts.
But I was really glad when she messaged me because I did want to pay. I'm the sort of person where I do not do debts. Like I don't owe money to people.
Do you not?
No, I don't owe anybody money. I don't.
Not even me.
I'm buying. No, you owe me money.
Do I?
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, you definitely do.
For what?
Come out, please. Sorry, I just want somebody to walk from behind that curtain then holding the book with your No, but it's minor podcast money, like 50 quid.
I mean, it's a joint venture.
Yeah, still.
You owe me money.
Oh, love this. I bet you.
Your invoice. I'll pay it.
I bet you the guy knocking out there walks in again. You owe me money, you should. Pay Owen, what are you doing?
I haven't seen the invoice yet. I'll check.
You're too busy sunning it up in Mallorca or wherever you went.
Tenerife, actually.
Well, whatever. And so I was really glad that I paid it back because I'm buying a house at the minute. I'm looking for a house and I do not want to do mortgages. So I'm thinking of just saving money turning up like a rapper and throwing cash on a Bentley.
Have you ever considered Islamic finance?
Why is it Islamic finance?
Islamic finance is you're not actually allowed mortgages.
What?
Or interest. You're not allowed to deal in interest.
Oh, because is that like gambling?
Usury, yeah, it's kind of like, it's forbidden.
Wait, hold the phone. So Muslim people do not have
They shouldn't be having mortgages. Sharia finance doesn't allow for mortgages.
That's Sharia, though. They also don't believe in women having a brain of their own.
No, they
That's
do,
Sharia.
just on specific things.
Okay, yeah, not driving and learning.
Sharia is basically like this. It just means the law. That's what Sharia means, really.
Oh, I thought, but when we in the news and they talk about Sharia law, it's always like the hard, extreme, like guys burning.
Yeah, of course, it's not that.
Oh,
I mean that's one extreme of it.
So what do you call that kind of law?
It falls within the realms of Sharia law. So, for example, that's the equivalent would be capital punishment.
Yeah. Okay.
Capital punishment exists within the framework of the law. Maybe not in the UK anymore.
Yeah.
But people still will discuss it within the framework of the law.
So all that time on the news when they're like Sharia law, we're all like, oh gosh,
oh,
mate.
bad.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And it's not. It just means like law.
Law. Yeah.
Wait. So
Sharia law is basically saying law. Like saying chai tea is saying tea. Or saying naan bread is saying bread.
I would love you to break that down in like a white comedy room and just watch all because you'd be the voice of the authority. Yeah. So the whole white room would go, it's like bread.
Naan bread is bread. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So how are you supposed to get a house?
So what happened? There's within Sharia finance when it comes to house ownership, there's 3 different products, and I can't remember them all off by heart, but one of them is where the bank buys it.
Yeah.
And then you pay the bank. But there's no interest involved. The bank buy it cash.
Is that really what happens?
Yeah.
So is that why there are like sort of, you can almost call it Muslim Sharia banks? Because sometimes I walk past and I go, why don't they just use Lloyd's?
Yeah, Sharia banks.
Why is there no Santander?
You can't deal with in interest and stuff.
So you would go to the bank and you would say to the bank, blah, 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 I want this house, blah, 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 say 300,000, whatever. Yeah. And the bank would then, you'd obviously talk it through, sort it out, finance all that. They would buy it.
Yeah.
And wow. So that must be great if you're like selling houses.
Yeah.
Because you just get the money. If I built and sold houses, I would exclusively only sell to Muslims.
Right?
I would be so racist about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. But like,
how many times do you pray?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Is that a cross round your neck?
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah. There's also like the shared ownership schemes that they have here.
Yeah.
That comes from Sharia finance.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, because they know that a lot of people can't afford to pay the thing. So what they do is the bank will buy it and they'll rent part of it to you, and you can buy out your share if you want more when you can. And
so there's no like interest or anything on it?
No.
What?
Because at the time of when a Muslim person dies, one of the key questions the Imam has to ask is, does this person owe anyone any money?
Yeah.
And is there any financial or emotional debt that this person has to repay? And people are expected to come forward at that time to say, this person owes me blah, 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 blah. And then their family and the estate have to work out how they
Wait. So if you died...
Yeah. And I didn't pay Owen his invoice.
Yeah. and then the Imam's like, all right, who did he owe money to? Me.
Owen, he has to step forward. If he doesn't...
In that moment, what? He's only got the day.
The one white guy at my funeral has to step forward and go, yo, he owes me X amount.
Wait, it happens at the funeral?
Yeah.
I thought this happened. That sounds proper hood.
Yeah.
The Imam's like, before we bury Eshaan, does anybody here owe money? And then you just see a string of hands caught. He goes, okay, the buryal's going to be 6 hours later now.
Yeah.
And then what happens then? You exchange bank details?
Well, no, so the family members or whoever's got the estate and the will, they then collect all the information.
This is
and
wild.
And then they've got 40 days to settle it.
How many? He's got 40 days to settle it. So how many?
Or enter a negotiation.
It'd be funny if like Owen just walks up to you and goes, yeah, he owes me $250. And then he goes, well, just take what you want from the coffin. Owen walks and takes your tie off, just takes off a ring.
I'll have those glasses, please.
Yeah. You'll be in profit.
I didn't know that. So Muslim people then, they can pretty much get houses quite quickly compared to everybody else's.
They should be able to, yeah.
if they get, because they don't have to get themselves in it. That's a pretty good idea, you know. I don't hate that.
Sharia finance is very interesting.
I don't hate that at all.
Very interesting part of finance.
Why didn't you do it?
I don't know.
It's too much for you.
I've integrated. I love interest.
Because I am trying to buy a house at the minute.
Yeah.
And it's
stressful.
It's pretty. I didn't realize, this is how dumb I am when it comes to sort of buying a house. I didn't realize that if I want to take money out of my account, I have to pay on top of it, like VAT and that.
Yeah.
I was like, if I'm going to take out 100 grand, yeah, you have to take it out of it. I'm like, but I already took it when I went into my account.
Yeah.
So why are they taking it out of my account? I'm telling you, there's reasons to move to Dubai sound better and better.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, and yes, again, Darren Harriott displays his
no, I'm just
Tory
saying,
tendencies and unwillingness to pay tax.
But, no. I pay my fair share of tax.
Oh, said like a true offshore. No one ever says fair share of tax unless they're like mega loaded or wanting to offshore.
I pay a lot of tax.
Yeah, again.
And I am completely okay with that because it helps the services.
The services?
Yeah. Whenever I think of the services, I don't think of like doctors or nurses. I literally think of bin men.
Yeah, I mean,
because they're so important. If my bins aren't taken out, I'll tell you one thing, mate. I'm out there in my flip-flops ready to fight.
Man,
have you ever tipped a bin man? This happens at Christmas by where I live. People
tip
bin men.
I've never done that actually. I would tip a bin man because they come. They have like 2 weeks off, don't they, for Christmas? And then by the time the 27th of December,
it's chaos.
It's mental. But who's awake to tip bin men? My bin men come early morning. Did you guys come in the afternoon?
I might come around 10 o'clock.
What do you guys tip them with? Like how much?
I personally haven't.
Yeah, I would.
I tip them with a picture of me.
Oh, do you? And they go, oh, perfect, I'm a bin man. Puts it right in the bin. puts it right in the bin.
Little selfie, and then I just see it like an Edinburgh flyer. Slowly.
He doesn't put it in a bin, he puts it in the grinder immediately.
Yeah.
I didn't realise, I mean, what would you tip them? I know people tip their, like, if you live in one of those apartments with security, you tip them, you give them, what would you give them, like a box of Quality Street?
What, because they've made the street a quality street after...
That was great.
I'm glad you enjoyed that. I'll never get an applause from Darren for a gag.
That was very funny. I mean, what, were you going to slip a 20 in his hand?
I'd probably go 50 quid.
50 quid?
Yeah.
I did.
Well, this happened to me in Tenerife.
Hang on, we'll come to that one. So I'm thinking, if you give him 50 quid, he's not going to split that with the rest of them.
That's fine.
I feel like the driver should at least get £6 out of it.
He's a driver. He's not doing... No. Why?
Because it's so boring. He just has to keep going at like 1 mile per hour and then just stopping.
The boredom of it is not deserving of a tip. The actual physical manual labour of...
I would do it on purpose. I'd be like, hey, don't worry, mate. Here's 50 quid for you. I make sure the others hear it. Just watch them all look around.
Yeah.
And it all just kicks off. We should talk about your trip.
Yeah, we should.
You went.
It sounded like you didn't want to.
No, we should.
Right.
You went on what I like to call white boys holiday.
I mean, it was the whitest holiday
Of course.
I've ever been on in my entire life.
So you went to Tenerife.
I went to Tenerife with the boys from another podcast called Have a Word.
Yep.
And I was the only non-white person in the resort.
Oh wow. That, you know what, though, that makes sense because you know how we're like on holiday.
Yeah.
We do not do all inclusives.
No, I've never done all inclusive before.
Yeah, because we like to go around and like make the locals go, oh, what's happening to our neighborhood?
Yeah.
When they see us,
so that was, I mean, it was immediately noticeable, not just to me, but even the guys I was with, 7 other white guys.
Yeah.
And a few of them were like, this is uncharted territory for you.
Yeah.
The first time I saw a non-white person was when I went to the Indian restaurant.
Oh, really? Were they
day 3
working there?
Yeah.
It was only 3.
Day 3.
Yeah, but the chef was Polish.
Yeah. Because the food was like basically quite bad. It was meant to be a 5-star resort, but the food was pretty bad.
Okay, so has anyone ever been on a cruise?
No.
I've always wondered, same with all-inclusive, are cruise ships food really good? Because like an all-inclusive, that is literally it. It's food and alcohol. Alcohol's always going to be the same, you know that.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm like, the food is probably the main thing that you're looking forward to every day because that's it. Is it amazing? And you're saying this food was shit?
This food was shit. And also the alcohol that we had at the all-inclusive was like it was all watered down.
Oh, God. Oh,
Had a few shandies, though.
Yeah, I mean...
Shandies nice by the pool. I used suntan lotion for the first time.
Oh, yeah, because you were properly... I don't think I've ever used suntan lotion.
Yeah, I used it for the first time, but I didn't know what I was doing. So I forgot to put some on my shoulders and my nose and my ears, and they all got burnt.
Yeah, fair.
I thought the water would help.
No,
water actually exacerbates it. I had no idea because it felt cool, but I didn't realize the way science works is like the sun on the water makes it like brighter and hotter onto my skin.
Yeah, it only takes away about 10%.
Yep.
So it's basically the same.
So that was that. What else? I went skinny dipping in the pool.
Okay, just you and a bunch of lads.
Yeah, on the final day.
Of course.
That was great. The karaoke bar. Oh!
That's a bit of fun.
First night.
Karaoke song? What you go to?
Well, I chose a different one. And there's a
Okay.
reason why.
Oh, so you went with, I thought you went with Punjabi MC.
Imagine if I just went onto the mic and just went, didn't even let them play the music, just went ding, 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 ding.
I watch everybody go, I knew we'd do this.
I knew that was going to do. Hey!
Anybody, booty, buddy, hit it.
That felt like a hate crime. It felt. That's like me looking at you going, just give me the light. Yeah, so the first, basically, we were walking down this, it's quite a nice, I call it a strip, it was a nice little strip, and there was a neon sign for a pub that said Fun Bar.
Ugh.
So me, Dan, and Will were like, well, it says Fun Bar. So obviously it's going to be a fun bar.
Yeah, of
Right?
course.
So we walked in, this was the most Brexit bar.
It's Tenerife, man.
Bro, it was so, like, and the energy of this karaoke was so bad. Someone decided, we'll try and lift it up by singing Sweet Caroline,
Yeah.
the
of
official
course.
national anthem of,
For some reason.
yeah? No one cheered.
Wow.
It was rough.
Wow.
So Finn, who is a singer,
Yeah.
he went on and sang I Will Survive.
Yeah.
And he did a really good job. And actually, the audience
That's
was
a
like,
brave, like a brave song
Yeah.
at a Brexit bar.
yeah.
And what did Dan go off and do? Rule Britannia.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, hello.
Yeah, this is great. So Finn went on first and he got the crowd going. Then I went on, I sang Sex on Fire and started shagging the floor.
I was literally about to say, did you do any, I thought you were going to like unbutton your shirt or something, because I know what you're like.
Yeah.
You go all in.
Yeah, I went all in.
You just shag the floor in front of these bald-headed...
Yeah.
annoyed-
And do you know what? They fucking went for it.
Did they?
They went for it, and
Okay.
suddenly, like, more and more people started coming into the pub. Then Dan, the final guy, he sang Galway Girl.
Nice.
So now the whole place was heaving. The bartenders gave us free drinks. They were like, you got the energy going up in here. So it turned out to be really fun.
It sounds like a short docu-series.
Yeah, man. It was like the brown guy sang Sex on Fire and got all these Brexit people to go, oh, he's integrated. He's all right, isn't
You're just like shagging the floor.
he? Yeah, he's shagging the floor.
I mean, 52%, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. But it was like,
Were they tourists there? Was that a part of the all-inclusive thing there?
no,
That
was
was when
just-
were they tourists or were they expats?
I don't know. Everyone was British.
Is it-
Everyone was
That,
British.
see, that to me, I'm not all about that. I don't want to be surrounded
No,
by...
I hated it. Like for that, like everywhere I went was British people, and not even like nice, fun British
Of course
people.
not. It's Tenerife, man. I don't want to judge people who go to Tenerife, but you're trash.
Yeah, it was. And then that first night after the fun bar, we said, okay, let's go to the main strip where like all the. We got there. As soon as we stepped out, within 2 seconds, we were like, we do not want to be here.
What?
It was just rough it was
was it?
rough, right?
Oof.
It was like if you told me it was, I don't know, a high street in Newcastle
Yeah, on a Saturday.
on a Saturday. It was just 10 times that. As we're walking to get to the other side to get to the taxi rank, this woman, who's like a club rep, in my opinion,
boy.
walks up to me. She goes, €50.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And then she puts her hands on my cock,
Oh wow, she was okay.
right?
And you were like, what do you do? what is this? What club is this?
What club is this, right? She puts her hands on my cock, and I'm like,
That's
oh, okay, no, I'm not interested. So she grabs it a bit firmer.
Jesus.
So then I tried to push her from the forearm. She was strong.
Of course she is.
She was like clasped onto my cock for a bit.
Oh yeah, that's a jiu-jitsu master. That is.
So the woman who gives hand jobs for a living had quite a strong arm.
Yeah,
The hand jitsu lady.
He was a whole different kind of BJJ.
What did she look like? Was she young or old?
She was actually quite attractive.
Yeah. Was she English?
No, she was Spanish.
Of course.
Well, she spoke Spanish.
She's used to it, man.
So then eventually when she realised that I just wasn't interested.
Imagine she's holding your dick and you try to haggle her down. 50. I mean, come on.
Come on.
I mean, you're already holding it now. Let's do a 20.
Yeah. And then she let go of mine and held Finn's, but she walked with Finn.
Holding his dick?
Holding his dick. For a good, minute and a half.
He was into that.
He wasn't. He was looking at me saying, "Can you help?" And I kept, trying to... I didn't want to touch the shoulder of the woman just in case, her pimp comes out and shoots me.
Or you touch her shoulder and she jiggles it and he comes.
Can you imagine? Jiggle.
Or, you know what though? Isn't it weird? Sexual assault when it's a woman. You're just like, okay.
Well, I guess I have to take this because of what we did.
I'll wait until you stop.
Sorry for being a man.
I'll wait until you stop.
Yeah, but sure. I'll say no, but obviously you know I mean yes. Apparently.
Yeah. How did she let go?
It took a lot of convincing.
No mas. No mas.
So that happened.
I mean, was that the only time you met a sort of hooker?
No, because on the final night, another friend of ours, he misheard, and he thought he was being offered something for €13.
Okay.
By this quite stern-looking black African woman.
Okay, cool. Black people representing. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Wish she had a different career choice. But
Yeah, there you go. And he managed to get €20 off me.
Yeah.
Because he was like, might as well, fucking, I'm here.
13.
And he said, right, €13, what am I going to get? And they were like, no, 30. Guess, no. You said 13.
I mean, no offense to your boy, but he needs to sort his fucking life out, dude. He was like, whoa, I'll do it for 13, but 30? Jeez. No. At that point, you just suck it up and go, here's 40.
Yeah. So, and then she then hit. Yeah.
That's
she
so
then
funny.
hit Adam across the head because she thought he was being rude. It was
That's so funny. He thought it was 13. And then she's like, actually, it's basically double.
Yeah, more than
30.
Yeah.
And he just went,
for a sucky? No.
I don't think so, love.
It's like an easy jet hand job, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's still just 13, but it's 30.
Yeah.
You still have to pay for your hand luggage.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, exactly. All the add-ons.
God.
So all of that, it was a really...
Hang on, before you sort of break it down, let me ask you this question. I was dying to ask you this. How long were you there for?
A week.
How long... You're all inclusive, you're with your boys, alcohol, you're doing karaoke. How many days in did you go, I could go home now? I think I've
3.
I was gonna say 3. I was like, I feel like 3 after 3 days, you're done. You're kind of like, all right, well, I'm just hanging on. Yeah, okay.
I think that was done. So me and Will, one of the other guys, we wanted a bit of culture. So we managed to book this trike ride.
Yeah, fun.
All around Tenerife. That was really fun. On a trike get round, we got to this couple's house, and the man was definitely 30 years older than his wife. She was beautiful.
God for him.
And they had a vineyard, and we had the wine at the vineyard.
Ooh.
And that was very nice and classy.
Bit of Spanish wine?
Yeah.
You do wine tasting?
Huh?
You do wine tasting?
Yeah, a bit of wine tasting.
Did you swallow it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you are supposed to.
Are you talking about the wine, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was very nice.
Did you bring any back?
No.
Why not? I'm such an alcoholic when I go abroad. I am all in.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah. Bring alcohol back, yeah.
Yeah, I remember you were quite pissed in Boston when we were there.
Yeah, because it's... you know what my favourite thing is? Drinking on flights.
What do you drink on a flight?
Oh, gin and tonic. I have a gin and tonic. I have 3 of them. I'm just in case... I know how long it takes you guys to move your cart and stuff, so I'll just take enough for me now. And I do it early as well, so they don't run out of ice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you try and get it in as soon as you can because there's a good chance they're going to run out of ice.
My mum always used to order tomato juice, which I later discovered was Bloody Mary's.
Oh, your mum was like, oh, I'm just drinking. You were sitting there going, Mama, why are you drinking tomato juice?
Mum, why are you singing Why are you singing?
Mum, Mum, tomato juice makes you sing Queen.
Yeah, it was. Mum, your tomato juice makes you take your bra off. It's like, what?
Mum, tomato juice made you fight a flight attendant. What's this all about?
I want no tomato juice in the house.
I tried to have a Bloody Mary. I couldn't think of a worse drink going. It's horrendous.
I quite like a Bloody Mary.
What? You like a Bloody Mary?
I like a spicy drink, actually. I had a spicy margarita once. That was nice.
Ooh, spicy margarita. Yeah, very good. I'm quite a bitter, I was going to say a bitter guy.
Person. Yeah.
I like a bitter drink. I like a gin and tonic, a Negroni.
I don't think you can say that, mate. Oh, you can.
Well, yeah, it's my word. I like a Negroni.
Okay. I can't.
Yeah, I like a nice bit. Did you have any cocktails there?
Yeah.
Here's my problem with cocktails.
Pina coladas for the win.
Here's my problem with cocktails literally anywhere other than my house.
Okay, here we go. Another Darren Harriott food and drink hot take.
No, it's not. They're too sweet. They make them so sweet. It's horrendous to drink. You have a sip of it and you go, oh, this just tastes like...
So what joy do you take out of your cocktails at home?
Well, I put more the alcohol content is interesting, I'll tell you that. But I don't make it as... Because normally they use too much sweet. It's too sweet.
Yeah, in Tenerife, they did no measures.
Yeah.
They did no measures.
Did you have one of those giant fish bowls?
No, we didn't do that.
No.
We're not a hen do.
Why not? I don't know. It sounds like you guys were.
I did a mojito shisha.
What's that?
That felt offensive.
Yeah, mojito shisha.
Right?
Yeah.
So it was a shisha with like a mojito base.
Okay.
And it was
Did
fun.
It taste a bit like...
Yeah, well, the fumes made you go a bit, oh, I'm getting high on mojito fumes.
Oh my God. Was there any entertainment there?
At the all-inclusive?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
Was there a comedian?
No. Oh, there was a Roy Chubby Brown tribute.
Oh, this is what I wanted.
Not at the all-inclusive, like somewhere else. And I was desperate to go.
100% I would have...
sit on the front row and we just couldn't make it work.
Oh, I would have gone.
That's my one regret from the holiday.
You just know there's a fat guy wearing that outfit with the ears.
Yeah.
Oh, just.
But I just wanted to see what he would have done if I'd just sat on the front row.
Watch him just sweat. Because those people.
Like a little detonator in my hand.
It's so. Roy Chubby Brown tribute. That lets you anytime. You see something like that, like a tribute act of a comedian is always awful.
Yeah.
A Roy Chubby Brown tribute act, the area you're in is fucked.
Yeah.
Like, because if you're, like you said, it was the most Brexit-y type place ever.
Yeah.
Where would a Roy Chubby Brown tribute act probably do well?
What was really interesting is there were lots of double takes when I was walking around and we discussed it. And like the boys were like, maybe they're trying to work out if they know you from somewhere.
Oh, that's some good friends. They're trying to make out that he's friends. Yeah,
and I'm like...
Maybe they saw my Mock the Week appearances.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's one possibility. Or the other is they're like, why is there a brown guy outside of uniform walking around this strip?
Why is there a drunk brown guy walking around? What's going on with our sacred place?
Went to an Irish pub.
Was there
called
any
the
Irish
Dubliner? Very, very creatively named. Sang there with the live band.
Did you?
The lead singer of the band gave me a shout out.
What did he say?
He said, "Oh look, Romesh is here."
No, he didn't.
I promise you twice.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
First I went, "Oh, Romesh is here," and everybody went, "Way!"
But he didn't know you.
Nope.
He just looked at you and went, "Ramesh is here."
Yep.
That's so funny.
And when we went back the second time, we went, "Romesh is back."
Look who it is, guys. Ramesh. That's so funny.
So yeah, that was my trip. It was fun. I was really grateful for the sun. It was nice to hang out with the boys.
Yeah, thank God you had like a good time with them, because that's one of those places where if anything happened, you'd be fucked.
Yeah, but it wasn't like the most culturally enriching experience.
No, you're just going purely to drink, purely to eat, and just take a bit of time off, and have fun. Because when I went to Mallorca, when I was doing the Love Island stuff summer last year, I stayed at the German part. Right. So everything was German. Like it's weird being in Mallorca and you see German writing on all the buildings.
Okay.
That to me was weird. And even the food, everything was like salamis and cheeses.
Right,
and
schnitzels.
It was all just for German. But then when you see them all coming from the beach and they're drinking, so well behaved. I've never seen more people use the bins in my life. Just dropping beers in the bins.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is amazing.
Well, when I went to Hamburg, man, with every drink, they gave you a little shot glass of water.
What?
With every drink, they served you a little, slightly bigger than the shot glass.
Have a glass of water.
Sorry, what was?
Huh?
What was that Rastafarian German doing?
Have a glass of water, man. that was my German.
Was it?
Oh, yes, have a glass of water. That's my German. He kind of runs out of breath at the end of sentences. No, I like to have a nice drink of water.
Now you go Japanese.
Oh, misu oh nomimasu. This is Japanese German.
Wow.
Yeah, they were all very well behaved. And I was so glad that I was not staying at the English part because I knew, because at night it was quiet because everybody was just well behaved. And I know, obviously, if you're staying at the English part of wherever.
Well, yeah, I mean, I played the stereotypical English thing and went fucking skinny dipping on the last night.
How was your dick?
Well, I had an incident with my dick.
You had an incident with your dick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went into the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Need a piss.
And you pissed in the sea?
Piss in the sea.
You are just awful.
What's wrong with pissing in the sea?
I just don't believe in pissing in the sea. Listen, the past couple of weeks, I've just been, well, the past week or so, I've been reviewing a lot of this Titan sub stuff. I have newfound respect for the sea, and the idea of you pissing in it, nature always comes back and gets you.
What?
I'm scared of the sea. I'm terrified of the sea.
Okay.
But I would never piss in the sea because nature has a way of coming back and getting
Which,
you.
what I'm about to tell you is true. But if you're in the sea, what is it you're expecting me to do? Get out of the sea.
Yeah.
Walk across the beach.
Find a toilet. Yeah.
When I'm desperate for a piss.
I don't think you should be pissing in the sea, especially when you're around all your friends. Pissing in the sea, because they're going to swim through your piss.
No, they're not, because I'm
your shandy piss.
No, I'm pissing it towards the big bit of the sea.
So you're just in the sea. There's Eshaan. Pissing.
All right, I think that's quite normal. Piss in the sea.
No, I don't think you should piss
All
in
right,
the
well,
sea.
anyway, I piss in the sea. Got back to the hotel room. There was blood in my piss.
What?
But I had bloody piss.
There was blood in your piss?
Yeah.
See? Nature has a way of coming back.
So then I bled, and then I had to sit there for about 45 minutes just letting blood out.
Wait.
Right?
Wait. You pissed in the sea.
Yeah.
You went back to the hotel.
Yeah.
You went for a piss.
Yeah.
And you noticed blood was coming out your piss.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you before?
Years ago.
What?
I had a UTI years ago.
Is that a UTI?
Well.
Oh my God. You know what? Let's do plugs and we'll come to I kind of want to, let's tease it. Let's tease it. Let's do plugs.
Shame is delicious.
Eshaan, what are you plugging?
My one bollock tour. No, I'm joking.
Okay. I was like, well, no, lost the ball.
No, I didn't. What is my plug? Well, I'm having a nice relaxed time. I'm on tour with Kay Kurd in the autumn. Sex Education is coming out in September.
Gee, even earlier.
Yeah.
Nice.
So look out for that and just follow me on socials. I've got all my stuff coming up. But the main thing you need to know about really is what Darren Harriott's up to.
Okay, yeah. Roadman tour starting in September 14th. Come see me live. I'm also at the Edinburgh Fringe for the whole month. So if you're in Edinburgh or Scotland or I was going to say the surrounding area, but I said Scotland.
Shetland.
Yeah. Do come and see me. I'm also the new voice of a show called Most Ridiculous on Comedy Central, which starts in the autumn. There's 20 episodes of me sarcastically commentating on people falling over. Basically, that's the whole show. Follow me on all the socials at Darren Harriott. Please keep sharing the clips and giving us 5-star ratings. Cheerful Earful live shows as well is November
The 3rd?
November the 3rd. A live show in London.
Yep.
It's going to be a mad one. We're going to have loads of guests.
The day actually Guy Fawkes planned what he's going to do.
From one terrorist to another.
No, he planned it on the 3rd.
Very good. So
Guy
it's a rushed
Fawkes planning
plan.
day.
Very rushed.
Yeah.
Terrorists know each other. So, please.
Fucking hell.
Please do follow the podcast and do come to the Cheerful Earful live recording of the podcast. November 3rd. Tickets are on sale now. If you came to the last live recording of the show, you'll know how funny they are. We will have special guests. See you there.
Shame is delicious.
I love the thought of there being a terrorist WhatsApp group with like a bomb emoji and a plane emoji next to it.
Well, just like a coffin emoji.
Yeah, like the boys.
Like the boys. Yeah, there must be a terrorist WhatsApp group.
There must be.
Yeah.
So there was blood in my piss, and
Did you panic?
I didn't panic. It was weird.
Did it hurt?
It did.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like a UTI. It's not an STD.
Well, and then I sat there, and about 45 minutes, it was like good solid blood coming out my knob.
Oh my God. As a guy who's been circumcised when he was 19, much better now,
Yeah.
I know all about blood around your dick.
Yeah.
But blood coming out of your dick
coming out.
is very different.
So then I drank loads of water, blah, blah, blah. Next morning, absolutely fine.
Are you sure you weren't having Bloody Marys?
yeah, no.
I did that one time. Back in my really fat days, I was shitting and it was all red. My shit was red, like blood. Yeah. Turned out a whole red velvet cake.
And it came out as red
And it
poo.
came out as red poo. Yeah, and I thought, I was like, oh my God, I'm dying, I'm ill. And the night before, I ate like a shitload of red velvet cake. My favourite cake, of course.
Is it?
And I just had to sit there and just go, wow. Because it came out, it just looked like red velvet cake in the form of poo.
So what? It had like lice layers.
yeah, very decorative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because beetroot does, doesn't it? Beetroot turns your piss.
Beetroot
purple.
does, yeah. But apparently, if you eat a ton of red velvet cake, that can also happen.
Also, no matter how you eat sweet corn, it always comes out whole.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I try to avoid sweet corn. I don't trust it. I don't think it's good for your insides.
What, sweet corn?
Yeah, just because it comes out whole, that's clearly not doing its job.
I
Also,
like sweet corn.
well, if you go to KFC, you're not ordering sweet corn.
Every time.
You should be set on fire.
Every time I'm there, it's one of the signs I
Hold
get.
that thought, finish your pea story, we'll come back to the sweet corn. Because I'm not letting that go.
Are you really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Anyway, so then I drank water and it was fine, right? I came back and I was very lucky to have some sex.
Okay.
There was blood in my cum. Right? There's blood in my cum.
Oh, God,
right?
I can't even.
And then I Googled it. And you know what the NHS wrote? It says, this is not usually a sign of anything serious. I was like, there's blood in my cum. That is surely serious.
Blood in your cum is the end of days.
Right, yeah. Surely.
If there's blood in my cum, I swear to God, I'm tying a rope to the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm like,
listen, I might as well just kill myself now.
Right? So then I'm like, that's so weird. But I had no other discomfort, nothing. The piss was fine.
Wait. So you're having sex?
Yeah.
Did you have a condom?
Yeah.
So you just
my condom looked like a marble cake, right? Just
oh. Oh. Oh, God. Jesus. Okay. And then the girl you had sex with,
yes,
did she see it? Did you tell her about what is she?
Well, she thought it might have been. She was like, "There's no way it can be my period because I just finished."
Okay, well, good. It'd be funny if you immediately blamed her.
And then
you're on your period.
Yeah, and the thing is I kind of checked the outside of it, and I was like, "Well, it's not an external thing, so this is inside."
You're just,
right?
Gosh, you're just holding up a bloody cum. I just don't know if there's anything worse. Even if you added piss to that, it wouldn't be as bad.
Yeah, right.
Piss would probably dilute it, but blood and cum.
Yeah.
Oh,
like I said, marble cake.
It's like CSI.
And then,
are you not panicking?
Still not panicking, weirdly.
How are you that chilled about? I would be.
So I was like this because I wasn't feeling anything else. Like there was no other pain.
That would make it even worse.
Would it?
Yeah, because I'd be like, oh, well, if I can't feel any pain, but there's blood coming out, there's clearly something wrong. It's just not hit me yet what it is.
So then I went onto my GP's website and he's got a form.
Your GP has a website?
Yeah.
God damn.
And on the form, I had to fill out, to get an appointment, to fill out what was going on.
Couldn't you just go to a doctor's there in Tenerife? Just like one of those sort of racist doctors?
No, I'm back in the UK at this point.
Oh, this was back in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought this was still in Tenerife.
Yeah, no,
run to the. I would have gone to the hospital. Sat next to somebody with one leg and been like, "We're both in trouble, huh?"
I was up north, so the GP's down south.
Oh, fair enough.
So then I'm filling out the form, and it was really weird having to type out my symptoms, being like, I went to the beach in Tenerife, had a piss. Piss was bloody. Everything fine. Came back, had sex, was great. Blood in my cum. What do I do? Then they called me the next day and they said, right, you need to come in and do like a urine test. And so I did that. I went to the GP yesterday.
Yeah.
And I've got to do a urine test and blood tests.
So you still don't know what's going on?
No. But everything else is fine. Here's the thing. Since then, here's my...
How are you not panicking?
Well, look. So because of that happened, I kind of left my dick alone for a bit. And 3 days later, I said, right, let me test if anything's wrong with me. So I had a little masturbate.
Yeah, you did your own.
Had a little jiggly.
Yeah.
It was fine. Good, solid.
Nah, man. I'd be so worried.
Good, solid white cum. Taste normal.
Taste normal, look normal. Could you imagine if you didn't jizz in a condom, you just jizz like on her and it's just blood.
Oh no, that'd be.
Could you imagine how bad that would be?
Yeah.
That's horrible, man. I feel I'm gonna say a prayer for you, dude. Can we light this candle? We got a candle here. Can we light it, man? Because
I think I'm fine.
I hope so. That to me, that's urinary something. Kidneys,
I've
maybe.
got prostate cancer. I don't know. Is that how it works?
No, prostate cancer is shit. But actually, it could be blood for you. Imagine if it is prostate cancer and this was the way you found out.
If there's a doctor listening, Michael Akadiri. If there's a doctor listening,
Yeah.
they'll be like,
Kwame.
"You're dying."
I don't know black doctors. Michael Akadiri, Kwame.
I think I actually know more black doctors than Asian ones. That's weird, isn't it?
That is pretty weird.
So yeah, that's my
Harry Hill. Paul Sinner. I'm just going for GPs now. Adam Kay.
Yeah.
I love a list. What's his name? Used to do the Chav character. Simon Brodkin. Another doctor, comedian. But that's really, I mean, send Eshaan your sort of
Thoughts and prayers
and condolences.
But good on you for getting checked. I think that's important.
Yeah, I've got the urine sample bottle at home. I need to go and do it.
You haven't sent it in yet?
No.
I would have sent that in. I would have been like, hey guys, I'm going to be late to the podcast. I've got to go send in my bloody piss. But
That sounded racist when you said it. I said my bloody piss.
I'm going to send in my bloody piss. Every time I think of blood, I always think of that guy from East is East.
Yeah.
What did you think of that film?
I loved it.
I thought it was great. You know what?
For the time, it was great.
The part of the film, like, I'm like he beats his wife.
Yeah.
Like he fucks her up, but at the end they're all like, "Hey, we're happy again." It's like he just brutally beat his wife up. Who's the nicest person in the whole film? At the end, they're just like, "Hey, we're a happy family again." I occasionally knock a block off.
Yeah.
It was a weird way with that film.
I know, but it was good for the time. It was a good film. Corn on the cob. Corn on the cob.
Yeah. If you order a corn on the cob from KFC, you should be put on some sort of wanted list. Because who the fuck eats a corn on a cob from KFC? When I go to KFC and they're like, what side order do you want? I'm like, give me the gravy. If you don't have the gravy, give me the barbecue beans. You're the only person when you order...
Gravy and corn on the cob?
No. Why would you have a corn on a cob? It's not even filling. It's messy. It gets in your
gravy,
teeth.
Corn on the cob, and then you're at home, you get salt and chili powder.
Oh, God,
mix it together.
MacGyvering. It's such a MacGyver of food.
Get the corn on the cob and just run it through there. Put a bit of lemon juice on it. Oh.
No one's doing that.
I do that.
No one. You're so weird. You think I'm weird with food? You're weird.
If I have time.
Here we go. I deep fry it. I put batter on it.
Not quite. I get a grill on the cob, put the corn on it to char it, and then I put the lemon juice and salt and everything and chili powder.
For corn on it, when you've got fried chicken and KFC fries, which are not very good, but you've also got whatever extra wings you've got. Gravy. And then you do all that.
Charred corn. Delicious.
I wouldn't even eat corn if I was at a barbecue. I could be at Cornfest 2024.
You could be at Cornfest. I would love to go to Cornfest 2024.
I'm still not eating corn. I find it weird when you see those people who sell corn in a cup.
Oh, they're fun.
Never had one of them in my life.
Shake it. They shake it in different flavours.
They go, do you want some warm corn? No thanks, there's a Burger King there. Like,
but you're not having it instead of, are you? You're doing it with.
Yeah, but why would I do it with when it's just going to ruin my enjoyment of food for 5 minutes?
Corn is great. Do you like?
Yeah, I love corn. Yeah,
I'm not against corn. I just
you have corn at Nando's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
would
You
do.
guys are fucking weird. I didn't even know Nando's did corn.
Yeah, corn.
I didn't even know
corn.
Nando's did corn.
Yeah.
Sit there and eat a corn, get it all stuck in my teeth. You have to pluck it all
How
out.
could anything get stuck in your teeth?
It happens, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
They're welded together.
They are. I've got. I know you say that as an insult, but you know I'm very proud of my teeth.
Yeah,
so
they're
I'm
great.
Fine. I've got a brace here, and they get corn all stuck in the back of it. Corn, ugh, sucks. Hate corn. I like corn syrup because that's like the sugary stuff, the fun stuff.
I've never had corn syrup, I don't think.
No, well, it's just in everything.
Is it?
It's just.
I like corn tortillas.
I don't mind at all. I don't mind corn. I'm not against corn as a flavoring. I just think it's weird to have it. I'm not saying I would never eat corn,
No.
but the idea of get lost, mate. Pass me something easy to eat. I don't want to work out. I want to eat char grilled corn. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But-
You do well in an apocalypse because
Do you eat chicken off the bone?
do I eat chicken? Look at me. What do you think? What do you think? I'm fussy? Hey, can I have the boneless chicken? Hell no. I'll eat that. Yeah, I bite the little cartilage thing.
Yeah.
I have
So that's work.
I have abused. It's chicken though for corn. Oh, I've abused chicken.
Corn is like a vegetarian chicken, isn't it? If you think about it,
I mean,
the husk, you're doing the same thing. The husk is the bone.
corn is vegetarian chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, good for any vegetarians out there. Enjoy your chicken. Congrats. Deep fry that bad
Have you ever
boy.
had corn ribs instead of actual ribs?
I've never had corn ribs.
They
no.
make corn ribs.
If
they're
somebody
quite nice.
offered me corn ribs,
Yeah.
I would be like, move. Hey, do you want some corn ribs? Move.
I'll host a barbecue, make you some corn ribs.
I mean, if you host a barbecue, I would try it, but as long as there's other, I'm not like I'm making myself sound like a crazy meat guy.
I might host Cornfest 2024.
Are you gonna host corn? You're gonna host Cornfest 2024?
Yeah.
Great. I want everything in corn.
Yeah.
I want to see clothing in corn.
Corn
as well.
tortillas, corn ribs,
I don't mind corn wraps, all
corn
that sort
ice
of
cream,
stuff. I'm very much into like chickpea wraps and all that sort of
Really?
stuff. You know, I'm cool. I'm down.
hummus wraps.
Huh?
Hummus wraps.
Hummus. Oh, I'm not really big into hummus.
Oh.
I've never really understood it. Like I've tasted it and been like, yeah,
What is there to understand?
it's a very average taste. I know that's every comedian's. I know.
To all our Middle Eastern listeners,
I like Middle Eastern food. I've never really been big into hummus.
I don't actually like Middle Eastern food.
All right. Well, you can say
Iranians, stop putting pomegranates in rice.
Oh yeah.
Stop it.
I feel similar to Thailand with cashew nuts.
Cashew nuts, I don't mind. They're good.
I'm not.
They add a lot of
Well,
texture.
why don't you two go out for a meal
cashew
together?
cashew and
Fucking hell.
peanuts
Talk
in
about
food
bonding.
is good. But stop
All right.
putting,
Well, I guess I'm the weird one again.
yeah, stop putting raisins and pomegranates in things. Like, it's
Yeah.
a savoury dish.
Yeah, raisins in it, like raisins in like coleslaw and stuff like that. I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what I do like. I like a nice fried egg on top of my meal.
Yeah, me too.
I'm into that.
That's a good one.
Never used to be into that. I used to think it was weird. I used to think breakfast food,
No,
very weird
yeah,
to
I like
have.
that. My favourite place to have raisins, 3 of them.
Free.
Alpen,
Yeah.
muesli.
Alpen, yeah.
In Revels.
Yeah, okay.
I love the raisin Revels. Like
Yeah,
chocolate
okay.
covered.
Raisin Rebels.
And up my ass.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Shame is Delicious. We really.
Right up there. 2
please,
fingers.
please do like and subscribe and say, I mean, really, we're ending on that.
Chocolate covered sometimes.
It's chocolate covered when it comes out. Please. There you go. Look, you got me doing.
That's why he's fucked his prostate.
That's what you fucking. Off your really. You used the rule of 3 as well. You set it up. You got to the 3rd one, and you knew it was going to be silly. Fucking hell. Please keep supporting the podcast.
Yeah, if you like this kind of content,
If you like,
we are really raising the standards.
I hope that Owen's was really audible for everybody at home because he was fully disgusted, as he should be.
We are raising the standards.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It was terrible. Please keep supporting the podcast.
It is so tense in this room right now. You have no idea.
Share the podcast. This is what happens when Alice isn't here. This is what happens. It just turns into this weird shit at the end. This has been a dirty episode when I think about
Really
it.
dirty episode.
I'll
I'll give you an update on my bloody penis.
Thank you for listening and see you at the next episode. What the fuck is going on?
Bye.